Alright, so good afternoon. Thank you for coming today to the session, our call center training session today. My name is Mr. E, and what's up, Facebook world? This is Mr. E coming to you live from the Excellence Language Facilitating Center here in the center of beautiful Guatemala City. Today, you will be witness of the best call center handling training ever, the first in Guatemala. Come join us. We got this course going on Saturdays and Sundays. Come check it out. Today, world, and today, dear friends, today joining us today, we are going to talk about soft skills, right? Soft skills are basically call handling techniques that you need to learn. We're going to begin with I always like to begin the sessions with phrases, right? Vocabulary phrases. And what I got prepared for you guys is this beautiful phrase over here. It starts something like this. I'm sorry to hear that, but I can definitely help you out here. Right? So that's the phrase we're going to use today. We want to incorporate this in our vocabulary. Got it? Okay. So I'm going to say it once again, and then I want you guys to say it. Hey, I'm sorry to hear that, but I can definitely help you out here.
I'm sorry to hear that, but I can definitely help you out here.
Awesome. Good job, guys. What about you, Facebook? I'm sorry to hear that, but I can definitely help you out here. All right? So let's move on. Okay. So that's the phrase that we're going to be using today, and we're going to go step by step on how we start the process of, let's say, first of all, empathizing, acknowledging, and providing assurance of help to our customers. Now, in order to do that, we're going to take a situation here. We're going to have a customer calling us in and with a complaint, right? With a little thing happening to them. And this customer here says, hey, why is my bill so high? I want to dispute it, right? I want to dispute it. So what we want to do, like right after our greeting, so we go like, for instance, our greeting is the opening of the call, right? Thank you for calling X or Y company. My name is Emerson. How can I help you in? Bam. Hey, why is my bill so high? And I want to dispute the charges with you right now, right?
Yeah.
So how do you respond to that with great vocabulary? Pay attention, Facebook. All right, so this is how we go. Step number one, most of the time, agents sound scripted. See that? That's a robot, right? Imagine a robot with a headset, right? They sound scripted because they don't sound natural. Scripted means that you're reading a script, right? They give you a script and you're reading it verbatim, right? So we want to avoid that by using something called a language part that we call interjections. All right. So what is an interjection? Well, an interjection is a word or a phrase that expresses emotion more than meaning. All right. An example of this of an interjection would be, "Oh, wow, really? Are you kidding?" Right? Those are examples of interjections. Another example of an interjection could be something like, hey, hi, hello. Those are interjections. They don't carry a lot of information, but they carry emotions. Right? And, you know, first and foremost, robots are not programmed to show emotions, right? But we are. We naturally have to express our emotions. So that's what I want you to do. First step, you need to use an interjection before you empathize. Because if you don't use an interjection, you're going to sound like a robot. You're going to sound scripted. All right? So I give you some examples over here. So as interjections, we have, oh, really? Wow. Right? So we're going to begin with the interjection. And you got to put feelings into it. Okay? So can you guys go and repeat after me? Oh.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Really?
Really?
But you got to put feelings into it. Because if you don't, it's going to sound scripted. You go, oh, wow, really? No, that's not going to work, right? Okay, good. Okay, so after step one, which is the interjection, you're going to move on to step number two. Step number two is to use empathy. Now, you know and I know, and Facebook, I hope, knows, that empathy is the ability to recognize emotions and feelings in others. All right? That's empathy. A little phrase to get you started here is, for example, I'm really sorry to hear that. Okay, so you guys can see it here. I'm really sorry to hear X or Y situation happens, right? Or I am so sorry to hear this, or it's very bad to hear that you're having trouble, etc. So we're going to begin with an empathic statement, right? Here we're just using a quick story. Step number 3 is to acknowledge the customer's feelings, the customer's situation or concern, right? Now, in order to do that, we're going to connect it immediately after our empathic statement by incorporating a phrase in which we will either paraphrase, which is to use different words from what the customer said, but always with the same meaning, right? Or restate. Restate means to use the exact words the customer mentioned. So those are the 2 techniques that we use when it comes to acknowledging, right? An example of this would be that you are having trouble with your bill, right? So here, what I'm doing is taking that situation over there, I'm paraphrasing, right? Pretty much I'm paraphrasing and reinstating what the customer is saying on that end, right? So putting it together, empathy with the acknowledgement, you would say something like, hey, I'm really sorry to hear that you're having trouble with your bill, right? Putting them together. Now, putting it together with an interjection is going to sound even better, right? So you're going to go like, wow, really, hey, I'm sorry that you're having trouble with your bill, right? So it sounds more authentic, right? More natural, you would say. Now, after acknowledging this part, what you want to do is move on to step number 4. And this is probably one of the most important parts, assurance of help, right? The assurance of help, that you're going to take ownership, you're going to take control, you're going to be the one providing assistance to the customer. You want to make the customer feel assured that you're gonna do something, right? An example of this would be using the phrase that we had here as a statement here. For example, but I can definitely help you out here. I can definitely help you out here, right? So that would be an assurance of help phrase. As you can see, you're telling the customer what you can do, right? You can definitely help them. Here we're using a phrasal verb, help you out. I can definitely help you out, right? And I'm using here because I want to make it sound more like, let's say, more natural. Like if I had you in my call center, or if I had you, let's say, in my restaurant. Okay? So let's do an example. Let's role play. Let's say that let's say that this is a cafe, right? And I work at the cafe. I'm the manager. You're a customer visiting my cafe, right? And it turns out that you had a problem with your drink. It wasn't the correct drink, or perhaps there was a fly here or something, right? That got you angry, and you want to complain about it, right? You have a concern. So you're going to come up to me and you're going to say, hey, excuse me, are you the manager? I'm going to say, yeah, I'm the manager. How can I help you? And then you're going to say, hey, listen, why did you guys serve me a drink with a cockroach in it? Right? I'll proceed as the manager to follow this flow. Right? And I'm not working at a call center. I'm looking at your face. And that's the approach that you have to always have. Like if you have that person sitting in front of you, or standing in front of you, right? So let's role play the situation, all right? So could you just come ahead with your concern there with the water?
Excuse me, you're the manager?
Oh yes, I am, sir. How can I help you?
Well, I have a problem because I asked for a glass of soda. Will you bring me a glass of water?
Wow, sir. Really, I am so sorry that you received the incorrect order. But I can definitely help you out over here. I'm going to go ahead and replace this drink for you and bring you the correct drink. I'll be right back. Thank you. Right, works, right? It works. So you have to see it like if you're talking to that person and forget that this is a phone call or whatever. You have to imagine that you're having that person, you're seeing that person face to face. You see what I'm saying? All right? So that's exactly what I want you guys to do, but over the phone. Just imagine that you have that person standing in front of you. Now, I personally like this one a lot because I can picture myself talking to that customer and saying to him or her, hey, I could definitely help you out here. I could definitely help you out here. right? It sounds so natural, right? And it's not like the traditional, I can help you out with that. No, I like that. You know, the fact that it sounds like, hey, don't worry, rest assured, I can definitely help you out here. All right, let's do another role play. Let's say that you received a bill. Let's say that this is your bill statement at the restaurant, again, cafe, whatever. And this time you saw there that you're getting billed extra for, let's say, something that you didn't order, but eventually it was processed on your card. Right? So you're going to come up to me with a complaint. You're going to go and say, hey, are you in charge here? Are you the supervisor? I want to talk to you about this bill.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go ahead and try to use the vocab, right? Go ahead.
Okay. Hey, did you manage here?
Yes, sir. How can I help you?
Well, I have a situation here. I need to see what happened with my with this bill because it's too high for me. I didn't know that I ordered that, and please, I need to see and dispute this.
All right. Well, sir, wow, really, I am so sorry this happened. It could be a mistake on behalf of the waiter, but I can definitely help you out over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and correct this bill for you, and we'll have that money back to your original form of payment. Okay? Now, just bear with me. I'm going to work on this right now for you. I do apologize. This has happened to you, but I'm going to fix it for you. I'll take care of it right now, okay?
Thank you, sir.
All right, so let me just go ahead and adjust the bill. How was the food? Was it all right?
Yeah, actually
Okay.
it was good.
I'm happy to hear that. And do you visit us frequently?
Not too much,
Not
but
too much? Okay. Well, I hope you come another time, right? Let me get you fixed up over here. Almost finished, sir. All right? Good. Okay, so there you go. All right, so this would be the correct bill for your table, and here we got that that food that you did order. We got that removed. Okay. Now your money is going to be back to your original form of payment within the next 6 to 8 hours. I do understand this is an inconvenience for you, and I don't want you to feel upset over this or anything. So what I'm going to do for you, as a sign of my goodwill, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give you a discount coupon, which will cover your next meal here, right? I'm very sorry this has happened, but we do want you to come back. And rest assured, your money will be back in the next 6 hours. If not, give me a call. My name is Emerson. I'm the guy in charge here. I'm the person to talk to, all right? Is there anything else I can help you with?
no, that will be all.
Well, sir, thank you very much for visiting us today, and I hope you do too, all right? Thank you. Have a good day. See that? So,
Sound like it.
so the thing is that when I approach calls, that's the attitude I have. I mean, that's the mentality I have. That I'm like a manager. I'm the guy in charge of that place, and I'm talking to a human being. I don't want to sound scripted. You understand? And basically, what I did in this interaction, let's say, is follow these steps. I follow these steps, and I know that it works. So let's say you can apply this for hotels, perhaps, any type of business where you have to apply customer service, right? So this works. It works in a call center, it works in a restaurant, it could work at a hotel, who knows? Or it can work in your personal life too, all right? So let's review the steps again, all right?
Nice.
Step number 1, we're going to begin with what?
Interjection.
Interjection, right? So I'll give you an example. I'm going to say something, and I want you to answer with an interjection. Hey guys, listen. I'm going to go to Canada next week.
Really? Wow. Are you going to go to Canada?
Yeah, for sure. Hey, and listen, I'm also going to go to Canada, and after Canada, I'm going to take a trip to London.
Really? It's amazing to sound that you're going to London.
Yeah, good job. There you go. So you used your interjections. Now, remember to use your interjections depending on the situation, right? So step number 2 is what? Empathy. I'm sorry to hear that, right? That you're having trouble with this or what? Acknowledgement is to paraphrase, restate what the customer is the words that they're using, right? To make sure that you convey to them that you understand the situation, right? And finally, you want to make sure to provide assurance, a lot of assurance. I could definitely help you out here, and immediately begin by providing options or the steps that you're going to take to get this out of the way. Are we clear with that? All right, and that's how you handle a basic interjection, a basic situation like this, let's say a bill, which is very common. All right, good. So are we good with that?
Yeah.
Are we good so far?
Yeah.
All right, so let's put it all together. Then we're going to take some time to practice. I prepared a wonderful, wonderful worksheet. Too bad, Facebook, you're not here to have one. But I prepared a wonderful worksheet for you guys here so we can practice this, because that's the most important part, right? All right, so let's put it all together. Hey, why is my bill so high? I want to dispute it.
Oh,
Yes.
wow. I'm really sorry to hear,
Do you have any trouble with your bill?
but I can definitely help you out here.
There you go, right? So we're putting it all together, so we go, oh really, wow, I'm really sorry to hear that you're having trouble with your bill this month, right? But I could definitely help you out here, okay? Got it? All right, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and practice this part, the soft skills, and then I got a great little pronunciation bit here, and after we've done that, we're going to move on to some grammar, all right, guys? So we're going to go ahead to the practice part. Facebook, too bad you're not here to do this. Join us next time. Call center training here at the Excellence Language Facilitating Center with Mr. E. See you later. All right, guys, let's go kick some ass.